just before the pandemic. It was summertime, and I taught an accelerated course in academic and life skills. I might have had 11 students in the class. I'm recalling this today because a video on marketing for hippies presented me with the question, what is the work that only I can do? And this is the first thing that came to mind when I entertained that question. I retired from teaching after 30-odd years in higher ed at community colleges. I taught composition and literature. And this particular incident is what I think my greatest gift in the classroom. I used to joke that I could teach 18 classes simultaneously, and that teaching was always done on a bongo board, and that you had to be ready to come with all of your broken pieces to offer to the students who brought their brokenness into the room with you. And in this particular moment, an older student, a veteran, one of two in the class, the others were younger by 20 or more years, but from all different cultures. This student came in sweating and clearly anxious. And he wouldn't sit down. He kept on his biking gloves and his backpack. He may even have had his helmet on. But I invited him to use the attention of the class and stood in front of the class and extended my hands to him and asked him to try to rest his palms face down on my palms, which were face up in invitation to him. He had to work his way to want to do it. But in the effort and the silence, he managed. And then I asked him what he was concerned about. Turns out he was concerned about missing class for jury duty in a few weeks. I could hear the groans of the younger students and the mental sneer, if you will, of the other older veteran in the class. And I remember just asking him to take a deep breath and keep his palms on my palms. And I gave him time to hear himself. I don't remember the exchange or the questions per se, but it was the holding space, the making space, the believing in the capacity of those around us to enter that moment with respect that I think was the gift to us all. He calmed down and was able to take his seat and proceed with the rest of the class. And the older student left with an appreciation of his humanity and the other veteran. It somehow bridged all of the differences without obscuring any of them. And so that's the work that I can do. And that's the work that I think other educators, parents, pastors can do through becoming their own best friends on and off the page, through daily writing practice. It's the discipline of emptying to be filled. There is a part of creation that we hold space for in our very being. And I think that with this practice regularly, we can start becoming channels for the creator of it all, to do that kind of work at the soul level, to reveal the unity that is inherent within and among us. So I'll see what that does in all the groups that I belong to, if I am allowed to post something that's almost 6 minutes long. If not, I'll share it in the public sphere. Please do let me know what stood out to you. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Write the vision.